Welcome to the Coach Toolbox. I'm your host, Dr. Ajay Nangalia, a leadership coach and counselor. This channel supports your professional and personal development as a leader with research-based and practice-focused learning. And we bring you the best career and life advice from guests who've been there and done that successfully. And now, our session today. Welcome to this conversation today on how you add value to your role or job or business or anything that you do. How do you add value? So here are two questions that most professionals stumble to give a convincing answer. And this could be either in an appraisal interview or a job interview or just about any time. And the two questions are, what value do you bring to the table? What value have you added in the last 12 months? So similar questions. What value do you bring to the table, or what value have you added in the last 12 months? And the reason that so many of us stumble is that we do not actively think about the significant value that we bring or have brought because we are not really thinking about adding value. Now, just doing the job, even if it's doing it really well, does not mean that you are adding value. And working hard is again not adding value. These are all givens. It's assumed that this is the baseline of what you're expected to do. What have you done different? What is the value that you have created? Now, what do I mean when I use this word value? Value is some insights and or ways of doing things that are different from what others in your reference group are doing. Meeting results or deadlines or performance targets, working hard are not value innovation. That's the expected norm. Value innovation or value addition or value creation, I'm using these terms synonymously right now, means that as a professional, there is something else, something extra, the X factor that you bring in addition to delivering numbers and working hard. This value innovation is your unique contribution and you are recognized for it. It's that extra edge that gives the business or team, and this edge is attributed to you. So in our conversation today, let's understand this concept of what it means for you and I as professionals to create value. And how can we look at ways to create value in our role or job or business or even life. And I'd like to provide some very practical and powerful ideas to help you think about how you can add value. I encourage you to take one or two or three of these ideas and decide how you can leverage them in the coming year to build yourself as a value innovator. Now, in their book, Blue Ocean Strategies, the authors propose 4 questions that can help us seek ways to create value. And I've adapted these questions a little bit. And as I share these questions, think about your own job or role or business and see what answers you come up with. Now, the questions may seem simple, but you need to keep thinking deeply and with focus so that you're not stuck with superficial answers. This process is not a quick fix. It requires deliberate reflection and conversation. So the 4 questions are: what processes can you eliminate? What standards or processes can be reduced? What standards can be raised, or which processes can be introduced? What standards or processes can you incorporate from adjacent industries to create a new experience for your stakeholders? So very quickly, the 4 questions are: what processes can you eliminate? What standards or processes can be reduced? What standards can be raised, or which processes can be introduced? And finally, what standards or processes can you incorporate from adjacent industries to create a new experience for your stakeholders? And according to the authors of Blue Ocean Strategy, this is called value innovation. And you can scale these questions right from looking at your current job, setting up a startup, or leading your business unit. As an executive coach, here are some ways that my clients and I have worked at creating value. And I trust that these ideas will act as catalysts for you so that you can find your own particular mix, a mix that works for you. So let's start with some ideas at a team or business unit level, and most importantly, then go down to the individual level. So at a business level, look at ways to cut costs. both direct costs or indirect costs. One way to do this is to explore how you can streamline processes, simplify paperwork and processes, and shorten cycle times. Cutting costs is the hero these days, especially because of this COVID thing. Next would be look at ways to make it easy for your customers to do business with you. Look at making the selling experience easy and comfortable, and then see how the delivery of that product or service can be smooth and hassle free too. You do this with your internal customers and your external customers. One of the most irritating things these days is the habit of online businesses and even retail these days collecting personal feedback or data, which is time consuming and annoying for the customer. And they do this just before they allow you to close a transaction or just after you've done it. Next idea is, how can you bring a warmer human touch to whatever is being done right now? Now, in an increasingly automated, socially distant world, ways to bring in a human touch and warmth can be sources of significant value addition. I see this in certain delivery partners whose associates are trained to create a positive greeting and a handover experience compared to another company associates who just throw the package at you and run. And so my preference is always to order as much as possible from the associates who create a positive greeting and handover experience for the same products. For the same products, and we are talking about groceries. We are not talking about highly differentiated products. So let's now look at some examples that you can use at an individual level as a professional. See how you can mix and match these ideas to arrive at your own secret combination. So let's start first. A great way for you to add value is to invest in the development of your own knowledge and expertise. Become the expert that everyone can depend on for just-in-time advice, and not only on your particular subject, but also on related issues. The value that you bring is your knowledge and expertise. You are known as the person who can provide a perspective that integrates deep knowledge about your products, services, organization, industry, and even the socio-political economy. So being the expert or the tech guru is a great way for you to create value for your team and your system. Another excellent way to create value is to increase speed. Yeah, increase speed. You can be the person who completes the work or project or deliverable way ahead of time at the acceptable quality level. So you're valuable to your team and other stakeholders because they can depend on you for fast responses and quick turnarounds. So speed is a way that you can create value. Another way for a professional to add value is by building up his or her network of professional contacts that are diverse and deep. This is the person who can get things done, doors opened, favors called in, connections made, all because of his or her network. And the relationships with internal and stakeholders and the coalitions that he or she builds and invests in are the things that are the value addition. This is the value that you bring to the table. It's the value that is represented by your network and coalitions and your ability to use these networks and coalitions. So that can be a significant value differentiator. Next is, given the complexity of business today and the global scale of operations, it's hard for any one person to be in the know of everything or track and analyze data from all sources and process this data into meaningful information that can have a business impact. In addition, many senior leaders are not aware of the skills of data analytics and how to use the various tools and resources that are out there. Therefore, data analytics, analyzing data and making sense of it, is a strategic area where you can add value. Use the tools of data analytics, crunch the numbers, provide concise, meaningful information summaries that can help your senior stakeholders make better business decisions. And you not only build your brand in an upcoming niche, but also demonstrate impact in real time if you are known as the person who can crunch data into meaningful information. And you don't need access to fancy tools or equipment. You can analyze data from published sources and make meaning of it in ways that your clients and other stakeholders can use. This makes you a valuable resource because information is power. Another way to create value which will make an impact in certain organizational cultures and teams is to bring a positive, upbeat, high energy to work. There is an authenticity to the willingness to help and the good cheer that you bring to work because it helps those around you to do a better job. Your customers appreciate the fact that you're a likable person because most customers want to do business with someone they like. So your genuine likability and positive energy is the value addition that you bring, and only a wise boss or mature organization culture will recognize this. Needless to state that competence and performance are a given. The good vibe and energy is what sets you apart. Another idea is, given the variety of needs that clients have, your ability to provide flexibility in the way you package and sell your services can be a strong value innovation that you bring. It could be offering your services in a modular fashion, or offering free trial periods, or offering a flexible payment plan, and so on. This is certainly much easier with some products and services than others, but even in traditional manufacturing industries, for example, high value addition cars, these people are now providing flexible innovation options that allow you to rent or try out or just exchange their products so that you're not stuck or limited to just one decision. Even employment models and businesses are now offering flexibility in the gig economy that were not dreamt of earlier. So weaving in flexibility is a value creation option for you to consider. Now, as we bring our conversation to a close, I just want to remind us, as an executive coach, I've often heard feedback about a client that he or she did not do well in the promotion or appraisal interview because she or he was not able to convincingly answer the question, what value do you bring to the table, or what value have you added in the last 1 year? Senior stakeholders are often very upset with answers such as, I'm a very hardworking person, or I've done all that was asked of me, or I've met my numbers, and so on. To really make an impact in your career, you need to think about the value that you bring to the table. This is the edge that not only helps you meet and exceed your deliverables, but it takes you beyond the quota. It's the X factor that helps you put your mark on the business or on the team. And once you have this X factor, remember, communication of this X factor and communication and sharing and brand building is important for you. You cannot be silent or expect people to recognize this differentiator by keeping quiet. You need to be able to sell it and make people aware of what it is that you bring to the table around the clock, not just during an interview. So, the ideas that I've shared in our conversation are designed to help you think about the value differentiator that you can focus on in the coming year so that you can make the impact that you want to make. So, before we go, remember to subscribe to this channel and listen to the previous episodes. They're all designed to give you a significant edge in your journey towards mastery. And let me know if I can support you in this journey as your coach or mentor, and it would be a pleasure to work with you. Good luck and talk to you soon. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Please connect with us on coachtoolbox@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to follow, subscribe, and review this channel. Details of our ICF approved coach training programs and our services as executive coaches and coaching supervisors are on www.globalcoachtrust.org. See you in our next session.